All right, working again on the tow truck today. Going to work a little bit on the electrical system. I've got another alternator to throw on. This still has the factory, I guess it's a 2G alternator. I think it's rated like 60 or 70 amps, something, real low like that. We're under a shade tree out here in the yard today. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees. So perfect time to work outside. Yeah, I don't know. Let me flip this around. So I did some reading on the internet. I don't know if the Google box is right or not. According to a forum post I saw for this particular truck with the serpentine belt, I should have like the 8 1/4 inch spacing on the ears. Mine does not, which is a good thing, that opens you up to more options for different alternators. Mine has the 7-inch ear spacing. So I believe what I may have to do, I'm not sure if my pulley's going to work. I'll take it off, whatever. I believe I'm going to have to clearance a little bit of this bracket back here. No big deal. I have no idea what the wirings look like. Basically, I did the bare minimum amount of research, went on eBay, clicked cheapest for the applicable vehicle. I think mine came off like a 94 through 99 Mercury Sable, which I think is like the single overhead cam, V6, not the Vulcan, not the dual overhead cam. 3-liter. It's 110 amp. I think you can get like 130, 140, but again, I sorted by cheapest. I think I paid $40, a little bit less than $50 after shipping. So we'll see what we have to do as far as wiring. Alrighty, like I said, we are mobile today. I've got the toolbox out here in the driveway. Open this up. This came to us from, let's see here, the great state of Iowa. That's probably good for it. All right, well, it sure does look like an alternator. Spins okay. It's a little crusty, as you would expect from something from Iowa would be. I already see we're gonna have to change some wiring. Mine doesn't have the stud, mine has the plug that goes from the alternator to the battery. So we'll get into that. We'll see what we got to do. I don't know if we can, move some stuff from one to the other. Let's go pull off the other alternator. All right, I don't have a short 5/8, it is missing, so I've got my 16 millimeter on here. All right, working again on the tow truck today. Going to work a little bit on the electrical system. I've got another alternator to throw on. This still has the factory, I guess it's a 2G alternator. I think it's rated like 60 or 70 amps, something, real low like that. We're under a shade tree out here in the yard today. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees. So perfect time to work outside. Yeah, I don't know. Let me flip this around. So I did some reading on the internet. I don't know if the Google box is right or not. According to a forum post I saw for this particular truck with the serpentine belt, I should have like the 8 1/4 inch spacing on the ears. Mine does not, which is a good thing, that opens you up to more options for different alternators. Mine has the 7-inch ear spacing. So I believe what I may have to do, I'm not sure if my pulley's going to work. I'll take it off, whatever. I believe I'm going to have to clearance a little bit of this bracket back here. No big deal. I have no idea what the wirings look like. Basically, I did the bare minimum amount of research, went on eBay, clicked cheapest for the applicable vehicle. I think mine came off like a 94 through 99 Mercury Sable, which I think is like the single overhead cam, V6, not the Vulcan, not the dual overhead cam. 3-liter. It's 110 amp. I think you can get like 130, 140, but again, I sorted by cheapest. I think I paid $40, a little bit less than $50 after shipping. So we'll see what we have to do as far as wiring. I don't know, we'll open this thing up together because I haven't opened it yet. So yeah. Alrighty, like I said, we are mobile today. I've got the toolbox out here in the driveway. Open this up. This came to us from, let's see here, the great state of Iowa. That's probably good for it. All right, well that sure does look like an alternator. Spins okay. It's a little crusty, as you would expect from something from Iowa would be. I already see we're gonna have to change some wiring. Mine doesn't have the stud, mine has the plug that goes from the alternator to the battery. So we'll get into that. We'll see what we got to do. I don't know if we can, move some stuff from one to the other. Let's go pull off the other alternator. All right, my 5/8 shallow is MIA. So we are going to use a 16 millimeter here. Welp. All right, I don't have a short 5/8, it is missing. So I've got my 16 millimeter on here. Go ahead and zip this alternator off. Not that size. Well, something I did not consider was pulling the alternator when I put my electric fans on. It comes and hits the fan bracket right there. I need to trim it. I don't think I have enough air hose to get a die grinder out here, because that would be preferable because how tight the space is. I'm gonna see if I can't get my mark it, see if I can't get my drill with a carbide bit or something in here. All right, so I'm looking at the wiring. I'm trying to figure this out. I know these two run the battery positive. I know that provides power to the stator. It comes from the white cable there in the middle. The green cable goes up to the dash to let you know if your alternator isn't working. The yellow cable goes to battery positive, like a sensing wire, Now what I don't know is if this yellow goes back to battery positive somewhere in this loom, or if I'm going to need to snip it and put it on there. Now the new alternator, I'll walk over here, it has the same plugs as the old one here. Let's spin this one around. So we have the same plugs here. They seem to be very similar. I believe, let's see here, right here is where I'm going to have to run that white wire. Hopefully, now I don't have a like a mega fuse or anything, so I don't know. I guess I'm just going to put ring terminals on the wires I got, and we'll see if they pop the fusible link from the factory. I'll go ahead and order a mega fuse. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, is if I need to just go ahead and snip that yellow cable and bring it back around and hook it on here. I don't know. I would imagine it has provisions for it, since they have the same cable here. Looks like the same kind of regulator assembly. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put it in and see what happens. Well, what I was hoping I could do here is depin this terminal to make things a little bit easier. I don't know how to take this thing apart. Somebody smarter than me, but it's all rubberized. I don't know, I don't know how you're supposed to do it. So I bet that pin right there, I bet that terminal will just slide onto the new one and I won't have to crimp or do anything. But I was kind of hoping to not break this if at all possible. So I don't know, I guess I'll keep playing with it. Alright, not sure what you can see, but I went ahead and just destroyed that plug. This will fit onto our connector there. I'm just going to go ahead and put a terminal on that. For testing purposes, we'll go back and get the appropriate sized wiring later. But that is what I intend to do right now. All right, I'm gonna go get a torch and we'll do our heat shrink there. My favorite part about doing any kind of wiring on the internet is how everybody gets to tell you how wrong you are. So I guess let me know how wrong I am. All right, well, let me get this all bolted in. I am a little concerned about the clearance because when this is in, gosh, I don't know what you can see. Let me do something here. All right, I got you flipped around so we can see the same thing. Back here where the stud is, I'm concerned about the clearance to the bracket. I'm not sure how close it's going to be. I've got the battery disconnected right now. The negative terminal's off. So let me get this all put in, and I don't know, we'll see how bad it is. All right, so this one didn't have a stud on it, so I went and grabbed a bolt. This vintage, this came off I want to say it was a 94 to 99 Mercury Sable. So I believe those are all the newer stuff is like an M6 bolt, so it'll have like a 10 millimeter head. It won't have like, it will have exactly a 10 millimeter head. The older stuff, I believe, is a 1/4 inch with a 7/16 head. I believe. I could be wrong. Oh. Now, you don't have to go full gorilla on that. Maybe a little more. All right, change of plans. I'm gonna see if I can't separate this case and clock the back of this alternator differently. So that's the one that came off of it. The question is, how much of this do we got to pull apart? We gotta take the pulley off? Do what we want to do here? Maybe? Would we be clocking the front, maybe? To achieve what we want to achieve? Let's see here. Oh, let's see. What did we say that was? 1 inch? 15/16? Probably 15/16. Yeah. We have 15/16 and 3/8. All right. Full chooch. Well, I guess we need more beans. Try a different battery. There we go. And the pulley came off, thankfully. Alright, now how do we split this bad boy? There she goes. The question is, are we able to get it back together? Can't take this. Not that size. Not that size. This size. Let's see what's under here. Yeah, boy, would have been a really good idea for me to do some research on what I actually have to do to split one of these. I know you can clock them, or at least I think you can. Let's see here. All right. We'll pull this regulator off. Sweet. All right, we got some brushes. Nice. I need to break it free. I'm going to say no. I'll say that was not it. Maybe it was. Who could say? Electrically, there shouldn't be anything holding it there anymore. Alrighty, I moved in the shade here inside. I got it split. I ended up actually looking it up. Probably should have done already. So I ended up flipping it upside down, tapping on the ears, and then eventually it came apart. So bearing feels okay. You know, I don't know. Should I spray it with some brake cleaner or something before I do it, or just do it? So I'm going to assume that it was working when the car crashed. So I bought it off of a wrecked vehicle. And I don't know. We'll just throw it back together. Do have the old alternator here for reference and how we want this. Let's see here. So let's get this thing the way that we want it. Maybe. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's flip this around. So we want our plug, if and it were in. The regulator's going to go that way, so our plug's going to be there. We want it like that. We want it to mount like this. So we'll be close. Won't be perfect, but we will be close. So I'm going to see if I can't jam this back together here. Seem to have lost a bolt somewhere. So I got to go find that. All right. Whoa! Found our missing bolt here. Oh, let's not be on kill mode. Grab something reasonable. We can feel what we're doing. Alright. So part of what I'm doing here is I'm drawing this case back together. So I gotta make sure I do that somewhat evenly. Alright. Seems to be going okay. Pressure there. All right. Now she's grinding. Something's not right. Yeah. So I got to pull this back apart. There we go. All right, maybe one more tap. All right, perfect. Now we'll bolt it back together. Alright, so this one needs to be tighter. Alright, we're smooth now. regulator dealy back on. Yeah. I've never taken one of these apart, so I don't know if those brushes are smoked or not. So, I don't know. We'll find out. I'm sure we'll be the first to know. These torque spits on the back here are a T20, by the way. Probably should get a power tool to do this, but I don't know. Then I'd have to find one. This bolt here looks a little bit different. It's longer than the rest. I assume that is for grounding, for testing, because the back of this says so. We'll stick that hot rod in there. That feels bad. I don't know why that feels bad. I don't like that. Does the whole thing need to go in? Is that my problem? Smooth again. Awesome. Alright, so these are, that doesn't change those. Alright. Stick this pulley back on. We'll torque it to that much. That much. Alright, I guess now we'll just throw this all back together. Alrighty. Another thing I didn't think of, this is a, on the old alternator, this is a 7/16 bolt, and it will not fit through on this one. I'm going to drill it out. I'm sure because it's aluminum or zinc or whatever it is, it's going to catch and try to rip my arm off about 1,000 times. But we'll see. Wasn't bad at all, actually. All right, let's see what you can see. You see, can I see my finger? Okay. Well, I went and grabbed a 7/16 head, so 3/8" bolt. It is ever so slightly longer than what I took out, and it will work, thank goodness. So I don't gotta go to the store and get anything. I'm gonna handheld you here. Oh, hold on. Hang on. Let's flip. All right, so I got this all wired up, or well, plugged in rather. I'm still curious to see if that yellow wire goes back, because it needs to be attached to positive. I don't know if that happens somewhere else in the harness, but got it plugged in. We'll see what happens. I've got the white wire broke out. I've got it. It's still got some of that goo on it. Well, not goo. It's like rubber, still like dried silicone. I got it jammed in there, so that should be all right. I'll throw the belt back on, and we'll see if it makes any power, or it catches on fire or does something cool. All right, everything's connected back up. I've got the negative battery terminal back on. Nothing smoking yet. We're sitting at like 12.6 volts there. I'm gonna go find the keys and we'll give this a start. I'm sure the multimeter is just gonna fall over immediately, but I'm gonna grab the keys. Alrighty, we have a working alternator. That wasn't that bad. Yeah, guess I really don't have much more to say. I've got a few other things I'm gonna do. I gotta upgrade some battery cables. I need to upgrade that cable from the alternator to the battery, put in a larger fusible link. So yeah, I don't know. Looks like it's working good. I guess we could throw the amp clamp on it and see how many amps it's pulling on. I could like turn on all the lights and everything. Let's go do that. All right, I got the headlights on. I got the fans ramped up. It draws about 1 millivolt per amp on the amp clamp that I'm using. So, you know, at idle, I'm getting 72, 73 amps out of it, which is more than I got out of it, which is more than the old put out at all. I'll snap it a couple times, see what it does. Alrighty, so that's about all it wants. You can hear that alternator squeaking. Not the best noise I've ever heard. But yeah, I'm super happy with that. Let me turn the lights and the fan off. All right, yeah, and we're back down to it's only pulling about 17 amps out of it. I don't know if I mentioned this before. This is a 89 EFI 460. So, anyway, all right, guys, see you later. Bye.